Any woman who has opinions
Yes.
is a whore to Afghans.
Well,
to
if,
Afghan men.
if a woman wears certain type of clothing and to Americans, it's modest. It's like, dude, that's modest. But to Afghans, it's like you're still wearing a short sleeve shirt. You're still wearing, I can see your belly button.
Yeah.
This is the worst thing on the list.
Like maybe like no porn and stuff like that, no jerking in and stuff.
That's all fair. If
You think that's fair?
If I'm having sex with this girl constantly and she's getting it all out of my system, and I don't need to fucking stroke it or anything like that.
I still think you need to stroke it. How many times a week for you not to stroke it?
7. This was probably my first positive sexual experience
Yeah.
where I was prioritized.
Yeah. Most.
That's a nice way of saying it.
That's a much more clean way than saying it than I was gonna say.
Yes.
You guys don't make them come.
You're watching Awjiz Boys Show.
Viewer discretion advised.
I think we're doing okay.
I'm trying to figure out how legit this is. This
What, you
thing.
found a new app?
No, this thing I'm gonna say. I'll say it anyway,
If
and then
it's not real or not?
yeah, I can't find enough. There's no
Where
like
did you get this source from?
this is
Strong
the internet and TikToks.
source? Okay, then maybe start off by just being like, this is what I saw, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, because I can't find any. No one's written an article about it
Yes.
or anything.
You should use Ground News. Do you know what that is?
I see it all the time on like creators that I like promoting it.
Yeah.
Is it good?
It's pretty legit because you go to
Okay.
blind spots. I think for you, you'd love it.
Yeah,
because you love politics.
yeah, and I also like being like seeing both sides.
Yes, you see both sides. You see what is being covered by one side, but not on the other,
Mm-hmm.
and it's still like factual.
Okay.
You see where people lean in on a topic as well, and then you see what is trending. It's free, by the way.
Oh, I didn't know it was free.
Yeah, it's free, but they always say support us by getting the premium version, and I've had it for a month plus.
No, no one gets the premium. though.
Exactly. So for what it is, it's kind of cool. I think there's multiple versions of that, and I think that's so dope. Journalism is so dead, and it needs to come back because no one trusts the news.
Oh yeah, no, the news is terrible, bro. That's why Joe Rogan got so big.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why we're successful. Because
Yeah.
people trust us
Yes.
for their news.
Exactly.
You know,
Us and the Midas touch.
us and them. Yeah, they're the biggest podcast now.
Yes,
I've
they
never
are.
listened to them. I don't know what they're about or anything.
They're super liberal, and super anti-Trump, anti-Joe Rogan and stuff.
They're anti-Joe Rogan. Are they
Yes.
fun? Or are they just like a news thing?
It's like from what I heard from a clip, it's like very informative.
Oh.
But it's nice. They look like professionals, and I think it's shorter episodes, and I think they're based out of YouTube.
This is just that I'm looking for the Salams thing. Are we live right now?
I got my test.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at this like thing to like for Salams to see if what I'm about to say is accurate. And one of the searches is like Reddit.
Yep.
Guy from Salams ghosted me. I've never been rejected like this.
Oh,
And that's just I'm like good. We need these women to be put in their
that's
place.
actually hilarious. Because
Yeah.
when you said salams, I thought you were gonna say the different ways of saying hi to people.
Oh.
I thought that's what the topic is.
No,
And
Salam's
now-
the dating app.
I've never. Oh, okay.
Salams is like Muslim Tinder. That's the thing is that Muslims love saying Muslim this,
Yes.
and then it's nothing like that.
Okay.
Muslim Tinder means it's for Muslims fucking, because
Okay.
Tinder's for fucking. It's not for dating.
Yes.
That's not what this is. Salams is for marriage.
What about the baklava one?
Baklava is more Arab based.
Okay, and it's still marriage as well.
Yeah. That one I don't know what it is. There's no. It
What
could
about
be anything.
Minder? Wasn't there a Minder back? then?
Minder became Salams.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, yeah. And they changed the name because they didn't want it to be like so slutty.
I see.
You know?
Isn't the owner Afghan?
Of Salams?
Yeah. So.
So this is what I want to talk about.
All right.
I
We're getting
don't-
to it.
Yeah, we're in it. I don't know how accurate this is because I can't find any articles, but there are TikToks and Instagram pages popping up
Yes.
that say Salams, the Muslim dating app,
Yes.
has actually been bought out by Match, and Match is owned by Zionists.
Crazy.
So the Muslim dating app is owned by pro-Israelis now.
Why does that matter?
What do you mean? Why does that matter? Because then you're supporting Israel.
But if you're on a dating app, aren't you haram anyways?
No, especially not the way Salams is set up.
How is it set up?
It has like, all right, what your like boundaries are and how you want the dates to go.
Yes.
So it's like, all right, match on Salams, have a halal date with a, what is it called?
Haram ratio?
No, with the guy.
Fuck, I forgot his name.
We did this,
It's a chaperone.
with a chaperone, yeah.
But there's a word for it.
There's
right?
a word for it, but yeah, a day with a chaperone.
Yes.
And then like it has like all the steps that they want, and so it's pretty like legitimate.
got
And then a lot of them wearing their hijabs or even covered.
Nice.
So you're just looking at eyes the whole time.
I see.
No, but yeah, it's pretty crazy. But it's owned by Zionists, and you're now anytime you buy anything, you're helping Zionists. So I'm pretty much getting off the app because of that.
You were on the app.
I was on the app.
Were you
never,
successful with the app?
A little bit. It's too halal for me, if I'm being honest. I'm not. I like to like go on regular dates and like meet a person that way.
Yep.
I don't want to I'm not dating somebody with a chaperone.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's not. No, we're not playing that game.
Yep.
So, and everybody wants to get married within like 6 months to a year.
I see.
Every single girl that I match with is like, these are my goals. I want to be married by the end of the year. I'm like,
So when no one wants to date just for dating.
no one, not just for dating, but like I'm not dating just to date. I'm dating for love, obviously.
Yes, for love. Yeah.
But like for the love of the game, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm dating to date for love, but like I don't want to be. I don't think I can marry anybody in a year, even if they are my soulmate. That's insane to me.
Yeah.
A year?
A year. I saw this thing by Tara Banks back in the day in 2004.
Yeah, hit me with it.
And this like marriage counselor came in and said, within a year, if you don't know if you want to marry that person, then that relationship should be done.
I think you know, but you don't do it.
Okay, you don't. Yes.
I think you know right away. I think you know within the first few months if you can see yourself with this person for the rest of your life. I think guys, I'll be like 6 months in and be like, yeah, I can. This is it
For sure.
But then like a year goes by and you're like, oh no, I was wrong. But to be actually in,
let's say you found like the perfect human being for you, your soulmate.
Yeah. Make it a woman. Doesn't have to be just a human being.
Okay, a woman. Nice.
Yeah,
We've matured. We've evolved.
Yeah, dude.
All right,
we're not letting people clip me out of context. All right?
You found
the blonde is all gone now.
Yes. You found the perfect woman.
Yeah.
She's a woman today.
Okay, yeah. Today. I don't care how she was born.
Exactly. And he's back. So you still win, and she's like, let's get married in 3 months. And let's say you're in the position that career, all this stuff is going the way you want it.
There's no chance.
Whoa.
That's insane to me. No. I can't
3
commit to
months
that.
is crazy.
Yeah, a year is crazy.
A year is crazy.
You gotta earn. I don't trust anybody after a year.
But why do you have to wait that long?
They gotta earn it.
No, what are they doing to earn your love or trust?
They're not being annoying.
Wait.
For
Is
a
it
year.
because you're gonna be shittier over time? Because at the beginning you're just like the best version of you.
Yeah.
And
it's like a job, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You don't freaking make someone a CEO off an interview.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You make them start at the mailroom, and they got to work their way up through the company.
But hold on a second.
Okay, here we go.
When it comes to the CEO, C-suite positions,
Yeah.
a lot of times they
I know.
are
As
like
soon as I said it.
handshakes,
Yeah. As long as
they
it's-
are like, you killed it at this other company.
Yeah. Just come on over here.
Come on over here.
Okay, so yeah, in that case,
Yes.
she had. If I'm looking at some married woman,
Yes.
I'm like, you're killing it over there. I'll marry you. Come on over. I'll steal a wife.
Yes.
That's okay.
That you'll wait a month, a week.
I'll marry a chick who's married.
Yes.
All right. If she gets divorced from me,
Yes.
all right. That's CEO.
Yes.
You know?
You want that type of
No,
woman.
I know. Yeah, that was a terrible analogy. As soon as I
it's
said that,
perfect.
like
It's a-
most people get CEO jobs, but just like
Yes.
having
But
a-
no, that is the traditional way. You get to a role and then you work your way up or something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
like to regular jobs.
Regular
CEOs
jobs.
are
Exactly.
you know,
But
they
then-
just buy their daddy buys the company and then become CEO.
that's
That's
exactly
usually how
what
it works.
happens, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, that's Salams. But yeah, I've been on the apps.
Salams.
I'm getting off of Salams. I'm gonna go to probably just like the regular ones. Hinge has like a setting where you can just date Muslims if you want.
Oh, cool.
Hinge also does this thing where it's like it gives you the most compatible person,
Yeah.
always Middle Eastern. And I'm like, what are we doing here, Hinge?
Yes.
Is this what? Why do you always think I'm compatible with these people?
Okay, here's my thoughts on that. All
Yeah,
right? Here's my thoughts on that.
Yeah.
I think all Instagram accounts, all Instagram, Facebook, TikTok should be like that.
No.
What if your algorithm is women or like people you were interested in?
Yeah.
That are most likely to respond to you based on how you look because of Instagram's updated AI that can recognize how you look.
Not just brown chicks respond to me though. I get responses from white chicks and black chicks and Mexican chicks.
So then you would have to allow the AI to look at your DMs
Yeah.
and see the success you get with other ethnicities
Yeah, it
and then
should.
show you that. Would you be open to that in the future?
If it opens its parameters after a while, yeah. Because all it's doing right now
Yes.
is showing me the brownies. And don't get me wrong, I love my brown women.
Yes.
I am
Calling
more
them brownies is funny.
yeah. Well, because they're delicious, you know. Okay. Especially the edges. I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah. That's
you
the
like
best
the
part.
edges or the center?
It's the edges are the best part.
Edges are the best part.
It's obviously the
I
best
love
part.
the edges. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's very debated.
Same with roth, by the way. I don't know if you're a roth person. The
I
edges is the crunch part.
That's a little too crunchy for roast. I like the softness of roast, like because you get like a triangle slice usually,
Okay. I see
and I like the first bite more than the end.
Got it. I'm a square person. So then
Okay.
if you see you get at
If you get a square, then you get a soft corner and a crunchy corner. I think I still prefer a soft corner for roast.
Fair.
I don't need enough roast to give a good opinion though.
See, I'm coffee, so then I go roast with coffee, and
Mm-hmm.
then that crunch is actually okay. Because like scones, you like scones?
I don't think I've ever ate a scone.
Yeah, scones suck.
Really?
It's
Are they
just-
soft or are they like
They're
crumbly?
pretty crumbly, yeah.
Okay.
It's just hard. I think it's like white people made it or something.
Yeah. Scone is Italian, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's white.
It's
Yeah.
not amazing, but like with the roast, it's kind of sweet. So it
Yeah,
works.
I'm not a dessert guy, so like I don't have a great. I love brownies though.
Yes.
Brownies are amazing.
So the edge of the
Edge is
brownie.
the edge of the brownie.
All right, I'm on that.
I
side.
love the texture of it.
Yes.
Like it's a little bit harder. I like that a lot. My favorite like sweet stuff
Yes.
is based on the texture. Like, do you ever eat those like really cheap fudge donuts? Those little ones that come like in a bag or whatever.
Yes.
I love like they're like waxy.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah, that's really
You know what I'm saying? I don't like the cake stuff inside, but I love just like putting it on my face, rubbing it. You know, it's like rubbing it.
You lost me.
Okay, yeah, it's like a candle. You ever eat a candle?
Never.
Oh,
ate a
okay, yeah,
candle.
me neither.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway,
So, anyways,
Salams.
brown women
Oh,
are good on the corners.
yeah, the brown women are the corners of life,
yes.
right? Some people they don't love them, but I love it. I appreciate it.
Sometimes you're backed into a corner.
Sometimes you're backed into a corner. Sometimes they're burnt. It doesn't matter. I
You'll
love them.
Take it.
Yeah. No, I love it. I just don't like being discriminated against.
Yeah.
Where they're like, you probably like this. And I'm like,
And you're like, fuck, you're right.
I do, but don't. What? I'm open.
Yes.
Show me other stuff.
Exactly.
Don't keep saying this is your most compatible.
Yeah, show me what's a woman from Cambodia? Show me a woman
Yeah,
from
show me a
Cambodia. They're
Cambodian
Asian and
woman.
brown.
Yeah, and Muslim half the time.
Really? I thought it was Indonesia.
Same shit.
Okay. Yes.
As soon as I said it, I was like, that's Indonesian.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever met an Indonesian.
I have
A lot in Canada?
more in Canada than here.
Yeah, I never met an Indonesian. I might have met one.
Yeah.
Thought she was Filipino, though. She's very mean to me.
I thought she was Vietnamese, but then again,
Fair enough.
yeah.
I like Vietnamese chicks, though. I also grew up in Union City, so.
Oh, okay, yeah. There's a lot here in San Jose.
Yeah.
Cool.
But, yeah, show me some of them.
Yep.
I've never been most compatible with an Asian chick.
Why not?
I'm not saying the hinge.
Yeah.
doesn't
Why
give
does the algorithm think that that's not the case?
I don't know.
But what about outside of that recommendation?
Yeah.
How are you on Hinge?
I match my match like there's no rhyme or reason.
Oh, I see,
like just attractive chicks. Like I don't race is not I've said this 1,000 times. Race does not play a part
Sure.
at all for me choosing a partner.
Mm-hmm.
It means nothing. Yeah.
Okay, so what if Hinge was owned by Zionists?
I would stop using it. And I might be.
It probably is.
I think it's probably also owned by Match.
I think all of them are. I think
Grindr
is.
Bumble isn't.
Bumble
I
is
think
not.
Bumble's the only one that isn't.
Okay.
And I guess I'm being a hypocrite here.
Yeah.
But it's more insulting that Salams is owned by
Okay,
Zionists.
I see what you mean.
You
'Cause
see
the way it seems is like it looks like it's Muslim owned.
exactly.
and
It
then
seems Muslim owned. It seems, and there's a lot of Muslim people promoting it.
I see.
And it's like for us. It's like Fubu being owned by like an Asian guy.
Oh, I see what you're trying to
Do
say.
you know what I'm saying? It's like it like disrespects the whole thing.
Got it. Or what if Salams was discovered that it was originally by Zionists and then they came back to take it?
Yeah, the app was actually promised to them 4,000 years ago.
The code behind that.
Yeah.
And then they were like,
It's actually just in the Torah. It's just code. Shalom lo HTML. Oh shit. Probably edit that out. But That's what they read at their bar mitzvah.
They say it like the Quran Sharif. Shalom. Kind of. I seen this.
So yeah. But before I got off Salams, I actually this last person I matched with, I told them like, hey, this is a Zionist app. Get off of it.
Yeah.
That's my duty now. I'm matching with people and telling them to get off the app.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I'm not paying for it, but I did match with some chick.
Okay.
And
Ooh.
in her profile,
Yes.
she had a checklist. And she didn't have it in the checklist, but she's like, ask me about my husband checklist to see if you qualify before moving forward.
Can I ask you something?
Go ahead.
Hey.
Hey, that's not a question.
I have a question.
Maybe it's more like, hey?
Hey.
Hey?
Ah. What are the Awjiz Boys?
What about Awjiz Boys? I'm Dawood.
I'm Kane.
All right.
Welcome, everyone. Today we're talking about dating. So welcome.
That's a new subject we've never talked about on this podcast.
Yo, someone just hit me up this morning to say, I want you guys to talk about dating.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I saw the message a little bit. I didn't read into it. I think he wanted us to do a dating show or something.
He wanted us to do a dating episode to talk about, but I don't want to derail. From
Okay,
what you're
let me do
about
my
to
thing,
say.
and then we'll go into what this guy was asking.
I think you're going to touch base on it while you go to your thing.
Okay.
That's the interesting part.
So I matched with this girl.
Nice.
I'm not going to say her name for obvious reasons.
But she's Muslim.
She's Muslim. She's Afghan.
Oh, nice.
And she listens to the podcast.
Okay.
Is what I found out after like she sent me this checklist. Because I did not qualify for the checklist.
Wow.
She sent me the checklist.
Then why the fuck would she match with you? Just to tell you?
Well, maybe she thought I did.
Oh, I see.
You know what I'm saying? Like most of these things, I could potentially.
Yes.
You don't, unless you really know me.
Mm-hmm.
So she sent me this. I was like, this is exactly what it says. Like, send me that checklist. I want to see if I qualify.
Wild.
So let me give you some information on her. She's 27.
Okay.
You can see her. What do you think? Attractive? I think she's attractive.
She has good facial symmetry.
So that means, yeah, you think she's attractive? Would you grade? We don't have to rate her. I think she's very attractive. I'll rank her like she's on the higher side of attractiveness.
Yeah, I would say so. She's kind of like a rounder face, right?
Okay, yeah, why are you describing this? I'm just like, what do you think?
Sorry.
I don't need you to be like, yeah, she has eyes. One is
I would say that if somebody was Afghan
Yeah.
and looked at her, would say very attractive.
yeah, I think she's very attractive.
Yes.
So just so you know, this isn't like an ugly chick being like, oh, these are my standards.
Exactly.
I want to give her some credit.
Yep,
An attractive
yes.
person
Attractive person.
in medical school. 27 in
Damn.
medical school.
Just
So
be-
she's not like,
More attractive all of a sudden.
yeah, she's not some bum.
She's not
That's
a bum.
with this checklist.
That's like,
all right?
oh, look at my looks. This is all I got.
Yeah. And
I got to work on my voice. Now
Is that your lady voice?
No, that's my
that?
only voice. This
Yeah,
is
it's
like
the same voice you do
look,
for everything.
I know. I have the same fucking accent. All right, I don't do accents.
It's Anchorman accent. You already talk about the weather.
That's my default. Anyways,
Yeah.
go ahead with this
All right.
Afghan woman who's attractive, who has a list.
She has a list, husband list. So I'm like, send me that checklist. I want to see if I qualify.
Let's hear it.
All right. And this is her list. The bare minimum for a husband, there's no specific order. She has 25 things on it.
25.
25, just so you're
I
ready.
mean, first of all, just right off that, I like the fact that it's a woman that knows what she wants.
She knows what she wants, and she's like, she had this list.
That's
Because this
good.
is like a copy-paste list.
Okay, good.
Clearly said. All right?
Got it.
All right. Number 1, not addicted to attention or validation. I'm already out.
Yeah, but you could lie about that.
You can lie about all this.
Okay. Oh,
All
we're
of
back. We're back.
You can lie about most of this, but as soon
Okay.
as she said that, I was like, "Oh, okay, I'm already done." My first right after, I was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna look at the rest of the list.
Okay,
it's already
okay.
over."
I have
li-
to, okay.
Go ahead, hit me with it.
So this woman, no disrespect to her, she's not a hijabi, right?
Not hijabi.
So this woman, and by the way, this person has interacted with our content before on social media. So I have.
Oh, you've seen this person?
I've seen this person.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
When you initially was like this person, I thought it was an Instagram DM. I didn't know it was an app.
It was an app.
Got it.
Yeah.
So she went the extra mile. Yeah. So this person has engaged with our content in the past.
Okay.
Yes. And the thing is, when you're a public account and you maybe to yourself you think you're modest,
Yeah.
sometimes you're not in our community. So do you think that she's like, I want a guy who doesn't have social media, but I'm able to be that person?
Yeah. What you're gonna learn is this entire list is fucking insane.
Okay.
All right? None of this, and you know,
I'm triggered on the first one.
dude, it broke me the first one because dude. I like validation. I'm sorry. Maybe I want validation.
Who doesn't like validation?
From my partner, from strangers,
Yes.
from a lady walking down the street, from strippers. Yeah, I like attention
But
and
what
validation.
about the person who doesn't want validation? They're
What's wrong with that
psychotic,
person?
But they're psychotic.
Yeah, we're just confident in yourself constantly.
Yeah, or
Just
like
secure.
don't care about society.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
What
go
are
in
you,
that
the Unabomber.
corner.
Get the fuck out of here.
Exactly.
All right. Number 2.
Okay.
Number 2. 300K plus salary and generous.
Okay.
That's part of one thing.
So
You have to make 300K or more
yes.
and be generous.
So she's probably walking around with at least 200K, and then
You think
goes
that's
up.
is that what it is? What
Yeah,
medical
yeah.
doctors, that what doctors make?
Well, 180 depends on the place, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Depends
okay.
on
So
her
we'll say yeah.
specialization.
So she probably makes that.
So let's go 200, and then eventually she'll be at the 350, and potentially even more. So
That's okay.
what she's asking is someone to match her,
That's
which
fair.
is kind of fair now.
Yeah. I also think it'll make sense.
So she doesn't date down.
She doesn't date down.
There we
All
go.
right.
She does not date down.
She's not gonna date a fixer-upper. All right, guys. So you're fucking good luck with that.
I like that.
All right. All right. Number 3, cute/fit. I don't know how to answer that. I was like maybe I don't know.
I think you qualify, right?
I appreciate it. I'm cute. I don't know if I'm fit. All right.
I think you're fit because you're 6'4".
I'm fit enough. All right. I don't know.
Enough. All
I
right.
think it fits.
It fits.
All right. Number 4.
An eye pose. All of a sudden, every single time you say something, I look at
No,
the camera.
that was
I'm
a pun. All right. When I do puns, I pose. Okay.
now there's like it's a P word, so now you got to do a P action.
No, there's no. Okay, that was a coincidence, but no.
I'm trying to find a pattern.
It fits. It's so silly and dumb. Like, Okay.
Got it.
Number 4, puts me first. No, not outside opinions.
That's fair if you're saying it's your wife.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. That's very reasonable, I think.
Yeah, that's pretty
I think I checked yes for that.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I checked. That was the first thing I was like, yes,
Okay.
I can do.
Good.
Number 5, not overly friendly with other women. Parentheses, knows boundaries.
Knows boundaries is fair.
Knows boundaries is fair. Not overly friendly with other women. I'm pretty friendly.
That's subjective, though.
I'm pretty friendly with everybody.
I'm pretty. Yeah, you're more friendly.
Yeah. Dude, we were doing a sketch and that lady was like talking to me during it.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
And then she like touched you. She's like, "Oh my god, I love
Dude,
this
that's the
guy."
thing is, I told you this. I have like a rule because like when I take pictures after shows,
Yes.
I've learned obviously hijabis,
Yes.
you don't touch them, right? Like that's just you read. They never want to be touched, and I respect that obviously.
For sure.
So I always put my hand behind my back and I
Yes.
take my pictures.
Yes.
But during Sahur,
Yes.
there's just hella women in hijabs because like they want to be part of the thing.
For sure.
But they're all touching me, so I'm just like, what the
Yes.
hell is like? It's shaking my hand and like giving me hugs. I'm like, what are these rules?
Yes.
You're breaking them. Like I'm seeing one thing and then you're doing a different thing, and it's like it was been messing.
How
my
it's said, how it's practiced is different.
it messed with my head the whole time.
So I guess you failed that one then.
I'm trying because I'm not gonna be the guy who's like I'm not gonna shake your hand because it's not one of my boundaries.
Yes.
I don't mind,
Okay.
but I won't shake your hand because you don't want me to shake your hand.
I think I'm still.
I want them to not want to shake my hand
Oh, why not? Because of the rule?
because of their rule.
But maybe that's not everyone's rule.
Yeah,
that's like a general.
and that's the thing that's confusing. Right?
Okay, her first rule was like validation and shit, right?
Yeah.
Or seek attention. You're a fucking stand-up comedian
I think
with a following online, and she chose to match with you.
I think she knew what she was doing.
What the hell is
I
this?
didn't think she knew.
She wanted you to give up her career for her?
I think she knew. Like I think it was just kind of like she just wanted to like. Because she also like talked about, we talked a little bit longer after that.
Sure.
And she's like, I love the podcast. Keep doing what you're doing. Stop, don't fuck the haters and stuff. Like
Oh,
words of like, really nice.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
like great podcast, by the way. You two are awesome. Ignore the haters and keep being yourself. Your authenticity is what makes it great. So like she was very nice.
Okay, nice.
So like I think she just wanted a match to just like talk about whatever.
Okay.
'Cause I don't really respond to DMs.
Fair,
so-
fair. Okay, that's good. You
You
were at 4? Was it 4 or 5?
That was 5.
Okay.
Okay. Number 6, romantic and affectionate. Doable.
That's very fair.
Yeah, a lot of these.
course.
Yeah,
That
starting to
makes-
get doable.
Yep.
Number 7, not a mama's boy.
That one is subjective.
I don't think I am.
Okay.
Do you think I am?
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay.
yeah.
Why do you think that?
It's because I think you're not, but I think somebody could see that as that because you are nice to your mom and you're chill with your mom. You don't have a double life in front of your mom.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
also-
My mom. I'm very honest. My mom literally complains about how I don't call her enough.
Yeah.
Every single time I call her.
Yeah.
How often do you talk to your mom?
I don't call her, but I text her
How often do you text your mom?
daily.
Oh shit.
Well, I'm in a group chat with my family,
Oh really?
so we're just like
Oh,
touching base and stuff like
I
that.
don't ever. I don't either.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
And I'm not. I call my parents like once a week, maybe.
Yeah, I don't call my parents. I call my parents maybe once a month.
Yeah, but you talk to them.
I text them.
I don't text them or anything. I talk to them once a month, once a week,
Got it. But
and that's mostly because they get mad if I don't.
my family's also international, so
Yeah.
I don't see them as much. You see them more probably than I see them. And if we average
so?
out in a year,
Yeah, probably. It's probably
Average-
similar, dude.
that might be similar.
Because I don't.
But
When I'm in the bay, I don't stay with them.
Yeah, that's also true.
I haven't seen my parents in like 2 weeks.
Damn.
3 weeks.
Yeah. But I'd say I'm pretty cool with like I'm good with my.
But
mom.
I'm trying to figure out if I'm a mama's boy.
I think
Because I am
it's-
also the youngest boy
Yes.
with only sisters.
You're the favorite.
So like, I think I was very spoiled.
Yes.
I didn't do my laundry till like late. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
You're making a strong case, bro.
So maybe I'm a mama's boy, but like, I'm pretty independent now.
But I hate this. Like, oh, you're a mama's boy. What does this mean? Oh, I respect my mother, so I'm gonna
Yeah, it
respect
makes you a
my
bitch, bro.
future wife. Like, she's like, I don't like that. Be a bitch to your mother. So then, when I'm a
I
mother,
don't
you
think
can
that's
be a
what it
bitch
is.
to me.
No. I think mama's boy is a man who has his mother do everything for him,
Okay.
so that he doesn't have any skills, and he expects his wife to do everything for him.
Oh,
That's usually, I think, how they.
that's definitely not you, and that's
Yeah.
definitely not me either. So like, you're independent. You live on your own. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So like, yeah, I'm.
I think most of the mama boys are guys who get married who like just from underneath their mom, like they haven't lived on their own.
Oh, I see.
Usually,
So they almost like, my mom will do this. My mom will do my laundry. my
exactly. Mom will
my
do the
shit.
dishes. Mom cooks for me. Mom does
Got
all
it.
this stuff.
Okay.
I haven't
Alright.
had a mom cooked meal in forever,
I see.
in years.
Okay.
So
In years?
that's not.
Yeah,
It's
come
Ramadan,
on,
but
yeah.
I don't love when my mom cooks usually.
Is your mom a good cook?
Yeah, everybody
your
loves
dad
her
better?
cooking. No, they both whatever. I just don't like Afghan food growing up.
Yeah.
So now I'm okay with it, but it's like now it's too late.
I'm similar.
My mom still has that perception that I hate Afghan food.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Okay, so not a mama's boy based on those standards. Okay?
All right. Number 8, knows more than me. Parentheses, I hate teaching.
She wants the man to know more than her. Interesting.
Yeah, which is like, obviously, we all do. So it's not hard.
Yeah.
We're men. You know what I'm saying?
But hold on a second.
No, I said no to that. So I'm pretty dumb, I
But
think.
she's trying to be a medical doctor, right? Does she mean like he has to know more about my field, or has to know more
I think
about
just know
life
more
and
about
socially?
the world and stuff, and
Yeah,
just be intelligent.
That's fair.
Yeah, I think I've said this before. I always date women that are smarter than me.
Okay.
Every single relationship I've been in.
Academically smarter.
Yeah.
But that's not what it seems like
Yeah.
she's asking.
Yeah.
Have more
maybe.
world knowledge. If you can go to like a random party and you're not the shy guy at the side because you know how to maneuver in that scenario.
I don't think that's what it is.
You don't think
Because
that's
there's something like that in here later.
Oh, okay, I see. So
I think she just wants someone who's
knows
like,
more.
just
Like,
knows stuff. Maybe who's like older, probably knows like
Yes.
wiser.
I think that the wise and older makes sense. Like, what kind of wine would be paired with this fish?
Yeah. I don't know that either.
I think
so.
you. Oh, you don't.
White.
Yes.
It's usually white, right?
Yeah.
With fish. I know you
Steak.
don't put, huh?
Steak.
It's red.
You know
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, I hate wine. I'm very cultured, bro.
Great.
Okay.
Cool.
But also, I don't know. I like women that are smarter than me.
I like women that are smart.
Smarter than me specifically. There's something about women that are smarter than me that I'm attracted to.
I think it's because you're a smart guy.
I think it's more.
Look at him backing out of it. No, I'm not.
I think it's more.
I think you passed that one. Too late. I
Okay,
speak for
whatever.
you.
All
You
right.
passed that one.
Number 9 wants to get married or engaged within a year.
Okay, so she wants like a dude who's like mid 40s. At that point, yeah, that guy is.
She's
ready.
27.
Yeah, the
So-
guy's making $300K a year, right?
Yeah, he's
So
300K.
he's
yeah,
not in his 20s, but there's no. If a guy's making $300K per year and he's in his 20s, no disrespect to you.
No disrespect to women.
No disrespect.
That guy does never have to settle down.
does not have to settle down. Does not have the concept of commitment in his mind.
There's no reason to.
Not at
That
all.
man has the world by the balls.
Especially if he goes from 300K to $1 million by the time he's in his 30s. Man, like getting him to commit at all. And when he does, do you think it'll ever be fair? Definitely not.
No. The power dynamic there is
Yeah.
Unless he marries like another millionaire, which
he won't.
no, he won't. Unless he's like a celebrity or something.
Exactly.
know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Within a year, wild.
Number 10, handles conflict well. No silent treatments or explosive arguments.
That's very. So she wants a mature guy.
Yeah, I think that's not that hard.
Yeah,
It's like,
I get that.
I like talking out problems.
She wants emotionally mature man.
Yeah.
That's fair. That I think
Blowing up on
disqualifies
somebody
a
is-
lot of Afghan guys.
Yeah,
actually.
most Middle Eastern guys are done.
Yeah, they're like, we're done.
I do silent treatment a little bit. But I
Isn't
think
silent treatment like, I need time to process this?
I don't know, but I do that.
Okay, that makes sense. Silent
Sometimes like,
treatment
hey,
is
can you like give me a second?
Yeah,
And we'll talk about this. I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
need like a breather
Yeah.
to like think about how I feel.
Exactly.
And then I come back and I'll have a conversation. But sometimes maybe chicks are like, no, you're like, icing me out. Maybe, this is like a tactic to make me feel like I need you or something. I don't know.
Which could be the case. I'm more like, let's deal with it right away. I hate it when they're like, I need time to process, but I give them.
I do need some time to process sometimes. Because sometimes you say stuff and you're like, all right, let me think. I can't.
Sure.
You got to take a step back from a situation.
You know that Dave Chappelle thing? It's like, let me think, bitch. Can I think?
Yeah. I mean, he's lying.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me a second to think.
Can I think?
Can I think for a second? Oh.
We were playing basketball and his asshole spread, and I don't know why I was playing basketball in my dress shirt. I just was. What the fuck? Can I think?
That's so funny. No, sometimes you need like, if you're getting accused of something, it's one thing, but like you should be able to answer that. But like some arguments, you're like, maybe I'm wrong. Give me some space to think about it.
For sure.
So I don't know.
Cool. If she says, I want the guy to be sober, that's going to be the toughest one.
You don't think I could be? I've been sober this entire Ramadan, but what the fuck? Oh, like you mean just like in general?
Life.
That's hard.
Sober
dude.
life is tough.
I can be sober.
Okay. That's the goal, though.
Number 11, confident.
You got that.
Yeah.
Got that. You're too
I think
confident.
you got that. Too confident. Fuck you. I'm reasonably
No,
confident.
no, no. Like, people would be like, you're confident overload. Like, not in a negative way. They're like,
Sounds pretty negative what you're saying.
no. Like, it's like,
I don't see the positive in this. Keep going.
it's like,
It's like, no, you're fucking annoyingly confident. Like, okay.
no. Like, for instance, like, okay, I'll give a scenario. You go to a club and it's the best looking girl there.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm going to go talk to her. Even when you didn't do a comedy set, so she doesn't know who you are. You're just a random guy.
Yeah.
You're confident we'll go there, but you'll also execute it as well. So it's not like confidence for nothing.
I see.
Yeah.
Sounds bad.
It's a positive thing.
All right. Number 2, educated / cultured.
That's you.
Not educated at all.
What does she mean by educated? Like, has
I
degrees?
think educated. That's
Has
exactly.
degrees
What else would
and
that
shit?
mean?
Like,
Cultured
you know
for sure.
You know shit.
I'm cultured. No, I'm not even cultured.
You're
But
pretty
I know
cultured.
what I
You
know.
travel-
Why? Yeah, I've been around,
You've been around.
but I'm not educated by any means.
Okay.
So all right. Where are we at? 13. My best friend.
Yeah, that's fair. That's very honest.
Yeah. Why
I would
wouldn't
say,
you get,
why
I think
wouldn't she?
Your partner has to be your best friend.
100%. That's fair.
14. Family oriented / classy.
That's pretty good. That's a good one to ask for.
Yeah. These are.
Yeah.
A lot of these are. The middle is very like reasonable.
Got it. She starts off with the fucking.
She starts
loud
off hard.
shit.
She
Yeah,
starts
yeah.
off like, all right, we're getting rid of you.
Yes.
Don't even worry about the rest. No, she's not giving nobody hope.
Yes.
She's not building towards
Yes.
like harder.
Exactly.
Number 15, chivalrous. All right.
Yeah.
16, supports my career.
Yeah.
You're a fucking doctor.
Please.
Can you imagine? Like, no, you have to stay home and cook. Like,
Yes, exactly. It's probably
What's-
going to be shitty ass cooking.
yeah, dude. Oh, I don't.
She's busy like fucking becoming a doctor. She
Yeah,
just
yeah,
had time to make gourmet recipes unless she was Blue Apron.
Or maybe she's like a really good butcher.
Oh yeah.
She does
She's really good at cutting the meat in very specific sizes.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of having like a butcher knife, she has like a scalpel.
Yeah. You're like escargot again, babe. Thank you so much. Amazing.
Supports my career. Number 17, sexually disciplined. So I don't think this means like sexually experienced, but this means sexually like a guy who can like do no fap or something,
I thought it was kind of like, it seems like, oh, just because we don't have sex in a while doesn't mean you're going to go look for it elsewhere.
I see. Yeah, I guess that's what I mean.
That's
fucking insane to me.
Um,
Why wouldn't we have sex all the time?
I'm like, why would you even ask for that? Are you just trying to say like,
I'm not putting out.
yeah, she's like, if I don't put out, doesn't mean you can like,
It obviously means you can't, right? You can't cheat on your girl because she's not having sex with you.
yeah, but
like,
you can't even like bring that up.
yeah, I don't know if that's what they're saying. I think it's more, don't be so horny.
That's worse. That's the worst.
I know.
This is the worst thing on the list.
Like maybe like no porn and stuff like that, no jerking in and stuff.
That's all fair. If
You think that's fair?
If I'm having sex with this girl constantly and she's getting it all out of my system, and I don't need to fucking stroke it or anything like that,
I still think you need to stroke it.
how? No, I think if she's
How many times a week for you not to stroke it?
7.
Okay.
And so it could be like a day could be a break and a couple days could be multiple.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, no, you don't count multiple in a day. I'm talking about how many days.
Oh, multiple. Oh, I see you.
How many
Damn.
times?
Nice. Okay.
7 is a day.
Oh, wow. This guy.
Someone's bragging. Oh, overly confident over here.
Well done. Well done.
Nah.
Amazing.
Nah,
Yeah, I'd probably say like average to once a day.
once a day. Okay.
Average to once a
That's
day.
nice.
Yeah.
I wonder if women feel the same.
I think they
I don't.
do.
I'm so confused on their sex
I
drive
think they do.
because women are like, we're just as horny as you, and then we're just like, I don't know if that's true. And then sometimes they are, and I'm like, this is too much.
Yeah.
It's like put it in your pants.
Sometimes a
Keep
little
it
bit
in your pants.
older
Yeah, I
and
think
they really want it, and then sometimes some of them are younger that they really want it, and it's that middle that they're like,
I don't know, or maybe they just hate.
It just depends on the girl.
I have no. Yeah,
Depends
sex drive is different from
Exactly. Depends on the person.
There's been chicks that I've been in relationships where they want to have sex and I don't.
Yeah. That's fair.
It's mostly just because I knew the relationship was over. I'm just
Yeah.
like, I can't. I'm just like too much of a coward to break up.
Yeah. Nice. Wow.
Yeah.
Sexually disciplined, I think, was the last thing that we were reading at.
Sexually disciplined. Thank you. Number 18. Doesn't secretly resent me or think I am better than him. That seems like something personal happened to her.
Something happens. Something
That's so
happens.
specific.
Yes.
Like, why would anybody do this? Like, what? Like,
You
something
secretly
happened to this
hate
poor
me,
woman. Yeah.
and
like,
you resent me. It's like,
which is pretty funny because that's what I just
she's
talked
like,
about.
she's like, I forgot to put it on the list. I forgot to put it
No,
on the
not
list.
again.
This one guy did everything except for that. She's like, fuck, I gotta update the list. So she's dated 25 guys. That's all we know.
Yeah, each thing is she's learned. Okay.
It's like, Celestial Prophecy. Have you ever read that book?
No.
It's this guy gathers like he's trying to find this book that is a rule for life.
Yeah.
And then throughout the process, he meets people that has like one part of the chapter.
Oh, that's pretty
and
cool.
then he like gets it.
Yeah. She's built this list from experience.
You know who recommended that book?
Huh.
Diddy.
Really?
So then I was like, I gotta get in that book.
Yeah, dude. No, the last rule is just have freak offs.
Diddy's the one. And,
Yeah, he had all the pieces, bro.
yeah, that's great.
All right, number 19,
Zodiac.
disciplined. Okay, that's fair.
Discipline.
Just
that's
regular discipline.
Yeah, discipline's
Everybody wants discipline.
super important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 20, no misogynistic religion.
Okay, so like not super crazy halal.
That's someone who's like, women can't read, shit like that.
Not a talib. Not a talib.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Anti-talib.
Which is crazy. I've been learning about the Talibs, and like they're less extreme than ISIS.
Oh shit! Yeah. I heard that they actually beef.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew they beef, but I didn't know why, and I was like, oh, because ISIS is more extreme.
Oh shit! I did not know
But
that.
anyway,
Okay, cool.
number 21, loves me more than I love him.
That's the biggest red flag.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yo, fuck this girl. I'm so sorry.
Loves me more than I love
hate
him.
this so much. I've met so many women
Yeah.
that are like that. And you know what those women do?
Huh.
They let me sleep with them. And then I feel bad about the guy. It's like, no, he loves me a lot though.
Oh yeah. Because then he's a cuck. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. No, that's a red flag.
That's the biggest red flag. Yo, I'm so I almost, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I think the relationship works better when the woman likes the man more. They should like each other equally.
Yes.
Right? There should be like, we love each other so much.
Yes.
But from what I've seen,
Yes.
actually, no, it works either way.
It's got to be equal, bro.
It's got to be equal. Yeah, I'm
gotta
wrong
be
about
equal.
that.
Yeah,
No, it's got to be equal.
It's got to
That's-
be equal.
that's wild.
Just even wanting that is
Yeah.
a red flag. Just
Yeah.
even that is so wild. It's like I want to be able to like you turn on a movie and she's like, oh my god, that guy's so beautiful. But since I love her more than anyone, I will put up with it. But if I was
I don't know if she's asking you to be a little bitch.
that's exactly what she's asking.
I don't know if that's what-
indirectly. She's like, I want him to
I
make
think-
300K and still be a bitch.
I'll be charitable, and I think what she's saying is I just want them to love me so much that like when I have tiffs or angry moments that they like will be like, no, I love her. We can get over this kind of a thing.
That is just like
don't know.
understanding what women are. I don't think that's that.
I have no idea. I don't know. That's fucking insane.
That
I was
is-
trying to be charitable. I can't. I'm sure she's probably listening to this. Send us a DM. I won't ever say your name if you want to clarify any of these points.
Yeah, send it to Dawood.
Send it
Salam.
on Salams, the Zionist
Yo, you
app.
should send her the link of this episode when it's done.
I'll send it to her.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I didn't ask if I could even do this. So, but I'm not saying her name or anything. So who gives it?
Probably
Yeah.
send it to like every guy she knows.
Well, no, this is not like a This is a copy paste checklist.
Copy
so,
paste, yeah.
all right, number 22. Tries hard.
Yeah.
You want to try hard?
Exactly.
Dork.
Depends on the type of
I know,
try.
yeah.
It's like just puts an effort
yeah.
in life. Yeah, I get that.
23. Doesn't play games.
Oh, does she mean video games or like mind games?
I think she means like the dating game.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, playing cool. And,
Exactly. Oh, yeah, I'd agree with that.
Number 24. Afghan.
Okay.
So,
She legit lost 90% of the people. And it's the same guy she's talking to that all the Afghan girls are talking to.
yeah, that guy, whoever he is.
Yes.
But also,
This Afghan guy making $300,000
I looked
a
up
year.
how many Afghans are in America recently. What do you think the number is?
I would guess 400,000.
It's like closer to 300,
Oh,
right? 300,000.
300,000.
So you're looking for all of that in 300. That's the city of like San Mateo or some shit,
Wow.
right? You're looking for someone who does all of those things,
Yes.
and they live in San Mateo,
Yeah.
in that one little pocket.
Wow.
So good luck. You know what I'm saying?
That
Afghan?
is probably the stupidest thing on her list. The
Yeah, you
fact
got-
that I thought she was gonna be like, it has to be Muslim. Then I'm like,
Muslim
okay.
makes more sense.
Makes sense.
That makes the pot significantly
Exactly. She could be with a Paki guy that loves her.
bigger. Yeah, you don't say it like that. I don't
What?
know. I don't know what Paki came off very like
Oh,
visceral.
okay. Sorry, a guy from Pakistan.
A Pakistani
Pakistani.
is the Paki is the slur.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 25. Keeps his word, no empty promises.
Okay, it doesn't lie or something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one's a fair one.
Yeah. So some of it's fair.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fair stuff. Some of
Okay.
it's like bare minimum. Yeah, obviously.
Yes.
There's some of it's like, what the fuck?
Yes.
Red flag. And some of it's like, I wish I could, but I
Yeah.
can't. The validation thing just literally just cut me off.
Damn.
Right at number 1, I was like, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You knew what you were doing when you sent that.
This was
This is a waste of my time.
I dislike women that are like out there on social media, and it's like the moment you have a public account, you open yourself up for DMs. You open yourself up for people to like your stuff. That just happens. So if you are just saying, "Oh, I don't like it when a guy does that,"
I see. You think it's hypocritical? Maybe she's not. Maybe she's like okay with you having an Instagram.
but then that's validation.
Yeah, maybe like it's like a small Instagram. She doesn't want you to be like have hella followers and be hella like popping and
Why is she mad at your success?
because maybe your success shouldn't be like that.
What if you're like, I don't care about these things? That's just a byproduct.
That's fair. But maybe that
'Cause I don't think you care.
maybe
about,
that again to be charitable. Maybe to her that's not what she's talking about. Maybe she's like, yeah, I don't care that you have a big following as long as that like it doesn't rule your life or something.
Yeah.
Maybe. I think she means like wanting attention from people. But I'm a fucking stand-up comedian.
I don't think.
I literally psychology like the first thing you know about my psychology is I want attention.
Okay, wanting attention is one thing. I don't think you only want attention for your craft if your craft is good and it's like respected and it's celebrated in the form of attention. You don't want negative attention.
Also true, yeah.
So
It's negative.
I don't think you care about attention. I think you care about comedy, and in the craft, the way you're rewarded is by attention. So if you make a crazy sick stand-up clip, you get 1 million views, you're happy that the comedy reached that many people, but it started with the comedy.
That's a very nice way to say it.
I'm thinking about.
That's nice. I don't disagree,
Yes.
but it's also like the attention is a byproduct and something I do enjoy
Okay.
because it does validate that I'm good at something.
All right.
So
Can I tell you what this guy told me?
hit me with it.
So this guy told
Yeah,
me,
what did
he
he
said that there's no good Afghan girls
Okay.
because
All right.
all the girls are not like, they're too modern. Like the girls that
They're
are
too modern.
Yes.
Okay.
So the girls that are maybe like have a good career, have good things that's going for themselves, they're more on the Western side, and then he would be looking. This guy specifically is looking for somebody who's more like Muslimish,
Okay.
and that's not them. So then, but I didn't ask what he does for a living or anything like that either. So
Yeah, we gotta know what you. It's a you can. I think there's a lot of Muslim, like really like pious Afghans out there, women out there. Is
Okay.
that what he wants?
yes, that's what he wants.
And he's just saying there's most Afghan women are not like religious and stuff now. Is that what it is?
In the West, in America, in my experience,
You think so?
yes, a lot of Afghan girls that I met that are very educated, they're very smart.
Okay, no. So you're. I don't think. Did he ask for educated?
No, I
Okay,
just
then.
brought that as a sense of conversation.
Yeah.
And now I'm going off to like my experience of
I agree.
Afghan Americans that I've met.
I think.
The more educated they are, the less religious, and the
Oh, what an
yes.
interesting correlation there. All right. Not,
yes.
not touching that one.
And then usually the girls that I meet that I love their personality or something like that, Afghan guys would call them thoughts.
Yeah.
They'd be like,
there's a fun fact about thoughts.
yes,
They're cool as shit, bro.
Yes.
You ever hang out with a thought?
love them.
Dude, they have so much life experience.
Exactly.
You don't want to fall in love with one.
But you do.
But you do.
But you do.
They're easy to fall in love with, bro.
So easy.
Dude, hoes,
Yes.
because I don't know, man. They're so much more like silly and fun. Their sense of humor is better because they've been through shit.
Yes.
They laugh at their trauma.
Yeah.
Like,
They
what?
give you a list of 25 things they like.
I don't know if she's a thought. You think she's a thought?
I'm just thinking hypotheticals.
Yeah.
thought we were
Dude,
throwing
no,
in.
but this girl, do you think she was like
She's a thought. I think that in my personally, the way she is,
I don't think so.
I think she's super smart.
Yeah,
So
obviously. Yeah.
So I think she's dope. But I think that most Afghan guys would describe her as a thought.
I think so. Yeah. Okay.
Because like she wants Afghan.
This
so
is
I
what
have
Afghan
to
men
give
do.
her. Yes.
Afghan women call women that don't want them thoughts.
Not as they don't want them. They're like that girl probably
Any woman-
dated non-Afghan guys.
Any woman who has opinions
yes.
is a whore to Afghans.
Well,
to
if,
Afghan men.
if a woman wears certain type of clothing and to Americans it's modest. It's like,
Yeah,
dude, that's
yeah.
modest. But to Afghans it's like you're still wearing a short sleeve shirt. You're still wearing, I can see your belly button.
Yeah.
So if she wants Afghan, so
this is
it's Afghan guy's perspective, right?
Yeah. To me, it's
Unless it's European Afghans, maybe that's what she
the
wants.
German. Also, there's more Afghans in Germany than there's America. I didn't know that.
I did know that.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yes,
But
Hamburg has the most amount of Afghans.
no idea. It's so crazy. Yeah, they're very westernized, or
Yes,
whatever.
exactly.
But I don't know, man, because these Afghan guys also date non-Afghan chicks. They have their fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it's like
They're just as slutty. You know. They go. And then they're like, all right, I want to settle down with a girl who's never been with it. And it's just kind of like, bro,
but
why not? Why for him, not for her?
But they want the Afghan girl to
This
like
guy
them.
had tattoos, right?
Yes.
I seen he had like a tight shirt on this thing.
Yes.
Homie, you're a slut.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
What are you doing?
Exactly.
I don't know. I'm sure he probably thought we were gonna defend him.
No, definitely not.
No, I didn't.
We
read that.
we speak to our audience.
Yeah, our most majority women audience.
Majority women audience.
No,
so.
but also like genuinely, like, there's nothing wrong with wanting a religious person. I respect that actually. That's it's a very valid goal.
Yep.
But to me, it's like practice what you preach.
Yeah.
Right. If you're not a super religious person, how do you expect to have a religious woman? They just want.
They want someone better than them. Explain that.
What the men want or the ladies?
The man.
The men want. Yeah, exactly. Everybody wants to fucking date up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
They do.
And men
Spiritually date up.
men want a woman who is morally superior,
Yes.
right?
Exactly.
And women want a man who's economically superior.
yes.
And it's this like just fucking date your own level, dude.
Yeah.
You know? Like how really like religious is it's such a broad term. Like what
Yes.
does that mean? All right? Like someone who wears a hijab.
Yes.
Okay, I think some women are I know a lot of Afghans who wear hijabs.
Yeah.
Some who don't.
Yeah.
Like you can be educated and religious, but it's also like you have to learn to give and take and see what I don't know. I have no idea. It's a tough one.
I have one thing to say
Yeah.
to this Afghan lady
Yeah.
and to other Afghan women that have this similar type of criteria. You ladies are always going to be the prize. you have to date down. That's it. If you want an Afghan guy,
I don't necessarily. I don't agree
to
with
date
that.
down. That's it. If you want Afghan guy, you have to settle on certain things. That's just what it is. Reality. Look at the dating market. Go talk to a million Afghan dudes and then come back and be like, dude, you were right. You'll find some guys that are morally like where you want them to be, and maybe that's a place for you to start, but they're not going to be to this extent for sure.
I don't know about that. I think.
And if you do find a guy that is like that makes a lot of money, that is successful and all those things, more times than not, he will want you, but he'll also want your friend. And you'll lose that friend.
You know what my favorite thing about this is?
Yes.
A lot of accuracy, what you said. The rich guy who has so many options will exercise those options.
Why
most of the time. Why wouldn't he?
Yes.
You know, maybe we're morally corrupt. Maybe we're thinking like dude brain.
Yes.
Maybe you'll find a super pious man.
Yep.
Who is like he's religious and he only wants 3 wives.
They want a unicorn.
And you know they want a unicorn.
Unicorn with 3 wives instead of 4. Nice. You snuck that in there. Yeah. I was like, yeah. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I was like, you didn't catch
well
that.
Done. Well done.
But also I don't want to preach date losers or like guys who are beneath you because they'll probably cheat too.
Yeah.
How many times does a woman settle and then she gets fucked over by that guy?
Yeah.
That happens too. Find someone.
Sure. But pick what you're settling on. You don't pick on someone who's morally corrupted. You pick on someone who's like, okay, maybe he's still in school trying to figure things out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's nothing wrong with finding
like
a guy.
Nice Awjiz boy.
A nice Awjiz boy.
You need a nice Awjiz boy. That's what you need.
I think everybody is looking for something better. You know? Always.
Do you think it's like to show off to their family, like, look at this, I got this guy, ha ha ha, or I got this woman?
I think it's a little bit of family stuff.
It's a lot of family stuff.
It's a lot of family stuff. Status is so important, but I also think
status.
I don't know, man. Because I don't want to be like date fixer uppers, but I think because a lot of people date me because of my potential. Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Because what if I end up not succeeding in everything I do? Then it's like, all right, well, you fucked up. I'm sorry. I wasted your time.
Yeah.
So I'm weird about it, but I think if you find an equal, close to an equal, you gotta compromise on something. You're not gonna get that entire list.
Yeah.
That list, if you do, and I'm wrong, and you found the 1% guy, you know, less than 1%. Mm-hmm. It's probably 0.01% of the population is 300,000 Afghans.
Yes.
And you're gonna get all of those. Yeah, I don't see it happening. It's possible, but
can I say something?
Likely.
What if this woman gets all those 25 things, right?
Yeah.
But this one guy is sexually not compatible with her.
She didn't mention that.
She
never mentioned sexual compatibility, and I think a lot of women, Muslim women, overlook that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to get too graphic.
Sure.
But when I've dated Muslim women and stuff, they like their pastor. I don't want to talk about that actually. No. I don't feel comfortable. It's too much.
Okay.
But
can I say something?
Yeah, you can go for it.
Sure. When you date a lot of Muslim women that have been historically dating other Muslim guys, they'll be like, this was probably my first positive sexual experience where I was prioritized.
Yeah.
That's a nice way of saying it.
That's a much more clean way than saying it than I was gonna say.
Yes.
You guys don't make them come.
Jizz. Peanut button.
Jizz. No. Yeah, I think sexual compatibility is very important and probably under.
Or what if these Muslim women had sexual compatibility with like bums, and then she's like, let's take that out of the list, because if this guy's good at sex, he's probably none of these things, so I'm gonna take that out.
Yeah, dude, poor guys fuck better, bro.
Because like this woman,
because we're here to we don't have money to show off.
You need a house,
dude. Exactly, dude. We're smashing because this is all we got to impress you with.
Amazing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I don't got a flashy car or $1 million house.
Yes.
I got dick game, girl.
Yes. Great. Hey.
And then, you know it sucks that you're poor and you fuck bad.
That would suck.
It's like, what do you kill yourself?
Yeah.
What's the point?
Exactly.
So
we talked a lot about women's stuff, but what about the guys that are okay? This woman said
We gotta wrap up
$300,000.
soon, too.
Yeah, we should.
We
So
got it.
this woman said $300,000. I say if you meet a guy that makes $100,000, right?
That's so like 150,000 to your 300, half.
Yes.
That's so doable.
But $100,000 is that guy's probably educated. That guy probably has a corporate job or something
Yeah.
like that. He's
Upper
probably
mobility exists.
Yeah.
You know?
He's probably in a position that eventually he could be at the $200,000, which is what you would start with. But then you start with that now. You're in school probably for another 4 more years, maybe at 27, and then this guy's making 400,000 in those 4 years, and then potentially has another position, and you start off.
I think she'd be okay with someone who has a potential of 400K in the future.
Yeah.
But like, let's say he tops out at 2.
Yeah.
Maybe he tops out at 150.
Yeah.
That's still great money. And
Yes.
a lot of relationships, it's usually the opposite, right? Whereas the man is making the 300
Yes.
and the lady's making 150.
Yes.
And the men are like, yeah, I don't mind splitting this.
Are we fresh and fit?
I don't know, because like,
'Cause you know how they
is
have
this red pillish?
Because they had that algorithm where they're like,
Oh, what's the algorithm?
do you want a man who's like 6 figures?
Okay.
And then she didn't talk about height though, right?
She never mentioned height.
She didn't mention height. Okay. So
Okay, so that brings us back.
Maybe I should, but she said Afghan.
So yeah, well, they're not tall. So
Yeah.
give me a midget
So this they were like,
or a little person.
if you want 100,000, it's like, oh, do you want 100,000 6 figures?
Yeah.
And then they would say, oh, do you want this person to be at a certain height? And then women would say, I want 5'8" or taller or something like that.
Yeah.
And then says, are you open to all ethnicities? And they're like, no, we want only this ethnicity. Like they said, I want black.
And then it tells you like, it gives
It's
them
like
like a number.
0.0001%
Yeah,
or
and-
something like that in America. So then it's like, we're not trying to be dicks, but it's like, yo, with the population, with the demographic,
You gotta like,
put it on ChatGPT. Be like, how many Afghans are there? What percentage of Afghans are making this that was reported last year?
put your list into whatever the fuck.
ChatGPT.
Thank you. I can't speak.
Chat
And see
BLT.
what percentage you get.
Yeah.
There's no way. I'm so curious.
Yes.
We don't have time to do it right now.
I'll put it up on the screen.
We'll put it up
I'll
on the
do
screen.
the math right
All
now,
we'll do
and
the
I'll
math,
put it up.
This is your chance.
Yeah, this is where you're
It's
looking
like
at this. Right?
50%. Holy shit. 1 and 2 guys?
No, it's definitely
One of
not.
us?
Okay, fine. If you had to guess, right?
0.01.
0.01.
0.01.
I think you're 0.01%.
percent.
Okay. Yeah, I would say. Yeah, I would say because you're also thinking about guys that are single. Because I know there's a lot of guys that are making a lot of money after they were married.
Yeah.
So you can't. Use
She
them
didn't. She
as
never
well.
mentioned like divorced or anything though.
Oh, maybe.
So
Okay.
you know, I don't think she cares about that.
All right. She didn't talk about industry. Maybe this guy's a drug dealer.
He could be a criminal.
All right. Let's wrap this up.
Hold on.
What is your favorite fruit? Okay.
No, keep going. Sorry.
What is your favorite fruit that you want to put for this episode?
30.
30 what?
There are 30 people in America who fit her criteria.
No way.
Is what I think.
You saying 30 in all of America?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
0.01%
Oh.
of 300,000.
Okay. How did you come up with this calculation so quickly?
0.01% of 300,000.
Okay. Oh, that's what you did.
That's
Okay.
my guess. I'm sorry.
Oh, I see.
No, that's not the actual number.
Oh,
it
I
might
see.
even be lower.
I thought you like calculate right now. 30. Yeah, that's probably. Oof, that's pretty.
I think there'll be 30 men in America.
that match her criteria.
Yeah. Who, and you haven't mentioned age. They'll probably age out soon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm actually going to say
Less than that?
10.
10. So this is probably like 0.001%.
Yeah, a third of what you said. So
Yeah.
okay, cool, great. Now we got an understanding. Let's put a little fruit and some shit, and then end this off.
What about just put like a check mark for this checklist?
Check mark. The done, when you put done, is that
Yeah,
green
you know, I'm
one?
curious what your check mark is. Whatever check mark you find, put it in there. Let's get
Sure.
all the weird check marks in
Fine.
the comments.
Let's do a check mark and stuff like
This
that.
is a fun episode.
I think this was good. And
Shitting
then-
on this poor woman's list.
I think I like this interaction. So I think I would say to the audience, if you guys are listening, if you have any rebuttals, send us a DMs. We'll talk about it on the pod. And if you have, if you guys have a list of 25 things.
Yeah, actually, yeah. We want to see the guys list.
Yes.
Hot. Have all limbs.
Yeah.
I don't need that. Hot.
Hot, big tits,
No, just hot.
nice buttocks,
Okay, yeah. Nice butt. Hot.
open to anal.
I don't care for that.
Okay. Open to anal, but still a virgin.
And not very and smarter than me.
Okay.
Oh, what the hell? That's funny. Yeah. See, why you do that?
I did it. Because once you did it, it canceled it out. All right, we're done with this. Thank you, guys. Peace.
You're watching Awjiz Boys Show.